Now on CoastTV News.
A controversial development proposed off Cool Spring Road, how the developer wants to bring diverse housing options in, but why some people who live in the area aren't convinced.
Signs of support from the Milford community, how the eminent domain case continues to cause a stir.
A certain species is in the South Bethany canals, how what looks like gunk actually might help in the long run.
And an icy dawn is ahead as early morning temperatures stay below freezing for the next few days in a row.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
Controversy off Cool Spring Road over a proposal to turn this land into a neighborhood and commercial hub. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with locals pushing back against a proposed development.
Here is where the Carl M. Freeman companies want to build what they've named Cool Spring Crossing. It's over 639 acres of land off of Route 9 and Cool Spring Road. People who live nearby are raising concerns about more development along one of Sussex County's busiest roadways. In the newsroom is Coast TV News anchor Mallory Metzner. Mallory, developers are trying to staunch fears before the proposed community heads to county planners.
Maddie, Cool Spring Crossing is not a done deal yet. Sussex County Planning and Zoning is set to review the proposal on March 6th. Take a look from above. These 637 acres are where Carl M. Freeman Companies wants to break ground. The proposal includes more than 1,200 homes and a commercial district, including a YMCA and shops. LM Marketing Group, the firm working with developers, says more than 100 acres of forest would be preserved, as well as open space. The plan includes 700 workforce village homes with 175 rental homes being part of the Sussex County rental program. I spoke to a former environmental scientist who lives in Milton today about the risks she sees.
It is still way too massive of a space in a small county and a small state with a high floodplain with a major artery nearby and lacking farms to feed ourselves, our population, our own chickens are now grain dependent on out of state. I think I would never support that many houses there.
In a statement to Coast TV News, the marketing group with Cool Spring Crossing invites everyone to the upcoming public workshops, saying in part, quote, "We've been actively engaging with a wide range of groups, both in favor and opposed to the project." Now, part of that outreach includes several public meetings being held this week. Coming up on Coast TV News at 6, we'll tell you more about the project and when you can ask your questions directly to the developers. Maddie, Charlie.
Thank you, Mallory. Tomorrow in Milton is the first open house on the project. There will be another in-person meeting on Wednesday in Georgetown. This at the open house will be at the Cheer Center. That's February 21st from 5 to 7 p.m. Similar to the Milton event, visitors will be able to view site plans and renderings of the proposed project.
First, a crowd at City Hall next to billboard criticizing mayor and city council. And now it's yard signs, the latest show of support from the Milford community in the Annette Billings eminent domain case. This case involves the mayor and city council's attempts to take 8 acres of Billings property off of South Rehoboth Boulevard to create a bike path. Coast TV did reach out to the mayor and city council members, but did not hear back. Meanwhile, the chorus of voices in the community, like Donna Barron, who has lived in the city for 30 years, has been pretty clear.
It's hers. You know, she worked for it. She worked very hard for that property, and it's her family. And that's the way I look at it. Something that should stay in her name.
Billings and her attorney asked for an extension to their March 1st hearing. If that extension is not approved, Billings, her attorney, and the Milford City Solicitor will be in Superior Court in Georgetown to determine how the case proceeds.
This is the land in question that the city wants, the 8 acres of land off South Rehoboth Boulevard, citing eminent domain. It's been in that family for generations, and the city condemned it actually back in September. But Billings says the property is worth a lot more than the city's $20,000 they're offering.
Which brings us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what's your stance on eminent domain? Let's take a look at the results.
Take a look at your screen. So far, A large majority say it depends on the case, but it is changing. Right now, you can see people are voting in real time. So kind of a split bag here.
Now, if you haven't voted yet, if you want to vote, we know this is a pretty controversial topic. Go to coasttvnews.com or use the Coast TV mobile app.
A certain species may be helping the South Bethany canals more than you might think. The South Bethany Canal Water Quality Committee met today to talk about the ends of the canals. And while certain material causes problems, which ultimately adds more algae growth, the committee says what you see there on your screen, it actually is helping sea life. Bryoza, at first glance, is what it is. Bryoza right there might seem like a form of algae, but it's actually a form of a filter feeder, which helps clean the water.
It actually is good for the water. They're part of that great system of taking some of the bad stuff, micronutrients, and they use that as fuel, food sources, and that's great. But sometimes they can break off and float and all that, and when you look at it, it looks awful. It may not be pleasant to look at.
The committee will be having routine cleaning of algae during early May. That's also when they'll talk about long-lasting solutions for canal water quality at their next meeting.
Let's get ready to take a live look outside here into the Lewis area. That sun blaring right in our face. And we need to check in with our First Alert Chief Meteorologist, Paul Williams, standing by. Paul?
Well, listen, we are going to continue to enjoy a healthy helping of sunshine. That's going to be on the table for the rest of, well, let's say today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. But it's going to come with the caveat of very chilly conditions in the morning hours. We are clear right now, courtesy of our Bay Health camera in Kent County. We're at 46 degrees right now with the winds out of the east-southeast at about 7 miles per hour. We're going to drop from 40 degrees at 6 o'clock down to clear skies and 35 degrees by 9 o'clock. Here's a view of what's happening with our clouds and radar. We're not under any advisories right now. This is really just sort of a holding pattern kind of a day. We're going to hold serve for today, similar to tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be similar to today, rather, because as you take a look at our day part forecast, you can see how we're only going to climb into the low 40s for today, not expecting any rain. The winds are coming out of the east. Now, coming up, we are going to talk about just how long are we expecting the stretch of below freezing temperatures in the morning time. But until then, back to you, Charlie.
The Biden administration may relax its strict vehicle emissions rules first proposed last year. Sources say the rule change from the Environmental Protection Agency would delay strict emission standards until after 2030. President Biden has made lowering emissions and switching to EVs a major part of his climate agenda. The EPA rule is still not finalized and is expected to be released in the spring.
In the wake of Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny's death, his widow is continuing his work in challenging Russian President Vladimir Putin. Her comments come as Ukraine's president warns world leaders his country is quickly running out of weapons and ammunition amid a word of a strategically important city in Ukraine falling to Russian forces. NBC's Alice Barr shows us how all of this is happening as lawmakers are still at an impasse over providing more aid, with the war's second anniversary fast approaching.
President Biden saying today he's weighing new sanctions against Russia in response to the death of top opposition leader Alexei Navalny inside a Russian prison.
We already have sanctions moving and we're considering additional sanctions, yes.
Navalny's widow meeting with European Union ministers after vowing to carry on the fight for freedom against Russian President Vladimir Putin and accusing the Kremlin of hiding her husband's body to cover up his murder. Russian authorities deny wrongdoing.
Putin is a threat to all free nations.
It comes as Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky addressed world leaders at the Munich Security Conference and met with Vice President Kamala Harris.
We need now your unity.
As well as bipartisan members of Congress, underscoring his country's dire shortage of weapons and ammunition, as Russia claimed its first major advance in nearly a year, the strategically important city of Avdiivka. President Biden blasting Republicans in Congress for blocking more military aid.
The way they're walking away from the threat of Russia, the way they're walking away from NATO, the way they're walking away from meeting our obligations is just shocking.
In an NBC News exclusive, Vice President Harris slamming former President Trump for saying he would encourage Russia to do what it wants against NATO allies who don't spend enough on defense.
No previous United States president, regardless of their party, has bowed down to a Russian dictator before.
The former president over the weekend insisted Russia would not have invaded Ukraine if he were in office, today acknowledging Alexei Navalny's death for the first time without condemning Putin. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
A boom in U.S. productivity may explain how inflation slowed amid a strong economy. Productivity is measured by dividing all the goods and services produced in the economy by every hour people worked. If it's that strong, then that means the economy is being more productive. This is data from the Labor Department that shows it increased 2.7% in the fourth quarter from a year earlier. The strong productivity meant higher wage growth for workers, and employers didn't pass the buck to consumers since, according to the department, they were producing enough to cover labor costs.
Coming up, how Denrec is using these oyster shells for coastal restoration.
Sunny yet chill. Dress warmly, because I'm going to have to pinpoint just how long your coast forecast is going to include very chilly conditions.
But first, an opportunity for Milford School District parents to learn how to strengthen their child's resilience. That's up next.
There's a joy that comes with building your new home. The progress, the completion, and the move-in. At Berica, we specialize in building strong, energy-efficient homes. Custom built in our factory and finished on your lot. Start online today at bericahomes.com.
Visiting your primary care physician for support and resources is especially important for those with existing mental health issues.
For members of the deaf community, your primary care physician can provide accommodations like sign language interpreters to ensure clear communication and quality care.
Take the first step towards better health throughout the Delmarva community. Call Community Behavioral Health today for help finding a primary care physician.
When your job feels humdrum, you can still find that fun. I take a chance, I do. Or you spend the whole day working that 5-game parlay.
I'll take Philly +2.
When taking a chance becomes a victory dance. It's so fun to do. Or you go money line. It comes through, you feel fun.
More than fun, it's true.
Life would be dull if we never took a chance. Bet Rivers. Take a chance.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
There's a joy that comes with building your new home. The progress, the completion, and the move-in. At Berica, we specialize in building strong, energy-efficient homes. Custom built in our factory and finished on your lot. Start online today at bericahomes.com.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
If you're a family living in the Milford School District,
listen up. The district is set to host a Parenting for Resilience information session on February 28th at Milford High School. It is open to all district families. The event will offer insights into social, emotional learning and strategies for building what's called resilience. There will also be a discussion about student expectations within the school system. The initiative aims to equip parents with the tools necessary to support their children's success in and out of the classroom.
Okay, now it's actually my turn now. So in regional news, mandatory masking has ended at Tidal Health facilities. According to Tidal Health, as of today, wearing masks at the patient's bedside, you don't have to do that anymore in the hospitals, either in Salisbury or Seaford. This decision follows a consistent decrease in admission with patients with those respiratory viral infections. It's good news there. Tidal Health says masks may still be mandated in specific scenarios or during specific medical procedures.
Clear skies, cold nights, and freezing sunrises are all on the docket for this week's weather. Your complete forecast is coming right up.
If you're experiencing ringing, humming, or buzzing in your ear, you may have tinnitus.
Tinnitus is a condition that can make it hard to understand speech, relax, or sleep.
If you have any of these symptoms, the first step is getting your hearing tested. The audiologist will be able to diagnose your problem and prescribe you devices that can alleviate your symptoms.
Hearing aids like Signias even offer tinnitus programs that can offset tinnitus noises.
To learn more information about massed audiology, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Are you dreaming of the perfect shower or bath to elevate your daily routine into a spa-like experience? Baths by Spicer Brothers can make your dream a reality.
With factory certified 5-star installation guaranteed. And right now, receive 50% off installation, a free shower door upgrade, and a free deluxe shower head. Plus, enjoy your new shower now and pay later with no interest and no payments for 18 months.
Choose your favorite style and color, and it can be installed in as little as 1 day. Call today to schedule your free in-home consultation because you deserve the best.
Bright yellow dandelions, a clear signal that the time for prevention is now, for crabgrass and clover are soon to follow. Hillside Lawn Service has been making lawns around the Chesapeake healthier and weed-free for over 30 years. They don't mow it, they grow it. Hillside certified agronomists test your soil, apply exactly what it needs and nothing it doesn't. Their high-efficiency formulas help protect our waterways. Switch to Hillside now and get $25 off their annual maintenance program. Call Hillside Lawn Service for your free assessment.
The world's oldest products, and they still work. This toaster is 74 years old. The mixer from the 1930s. The hairdryer from the 50s. Next, Kinsut Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
At Wheel, play big.
1, 2, 3, go.
And solve big.
I'm gonna solve that!
Why are we yelling?
Monday at 7 on Coast TV.
Over 14,000 people per day are affected by water damage in their home or business. Even a small leak from a water heater, washer, refrigerator line, or even HVAC drain can cause lasting damage. Response time is critical. Paul Davis has a team of certified experts on call 24/7 to stop the water, mitigate damage, and work directly with your insurance to quickly restore your home or business. If you see peeling paint, stains, mold, or smell a musty odor, call Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Weather brought to you by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
Gorgeous weather. Gotta appreciate all the abundance of sunshine that's right behind my head, giving you that halo look, right? Yeah, we're going to enjoy that for the next couple of days. The only caveat here is that it's going to be very chilly in the morning hours. So be sure you take the opportunity right now while the weather is calm, okay? Put your phone on camera, scan the QR code in the corner so you can have access to our latest weather app version for free, by the way. Our Irish Eyes camera with blazing sunshine, by the way. It's 42 degrees in Lewis with the winds directly out of the north, but still staying calm. Look at the clear skies that we're expecting for the rest of the evening. 36 degrees by the 9 o'clock hour. Overall, we're looking for it to generally stay pretty cooperative for us in Laurel, as well as 44 degrees, actually. And we're looking at 37 degrees by 7 o'clock, 35 degrees by 8 o'clock, and 32 degrees by 9 o'clock. In case that app is a little too complicated for you, that's okay, not a problem. We have a 24-hour weather line available for you at 443-880-9100. Your forecast is just a phone call, not like this, but like this, right? Okay, a phone call away, sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstedt, and Federico. So, this morning we dipped down to 23 degrees for the low in Georgetown, 25 in Salisbury, and 28 in Ocean City. Yesterday, it was 20 degrees for all three of those locations and across the board. It was colder yesterday, so we're a couple of degrees better. 47 for the high today, 23 for the low. That's far from, let's say, 31, which is still below the norm, but not 10, which was the record set on this date in 2015. We dig into what's happening with live radar. We're looking pretty clear at this point, and we're going to stay pretty uneventful for tonight. High pressure and control of our weather, so it's going to keep all of the crazy weather at bay. It's going to serve as a real firm blocking guard, okay? If you're going to the gym tomorrow morning, and you should, because your health is important, it's the best wealth that you could ever have, particularly as you get older, a hoodie and sweater for tomorrow morning, and you might want a hat too, because it's going to be that kind of chilly outside, because it's going to be in the 20s. So temperatures right now in the 40s. We're at 42, for example, in Rehoboth, Bethany Beach, Lewis, and Milton, for example. The wind staying relatively light out of the north, not posing much of a challenge for us, but it feels like 40 degrees in Milton, 37 in Milford, for example. So the air temperature and the wind chill factor pretty close to the same because the wind's not all that active. Tuesday morning, the winds are out of the northeast with lots of moisture picking up, by the way, and 32 degrees. We start off 41 in the afternoon with lots of sunshine. Wednesday, we start off clear with sunshine and 33 in Georgetown, Milton, Milford, 39 in Dewey Beach, but then we will escalate to about, let's say, 48 to 49 degrees in some areas. Then it'll taper off for us. Now, as far as the wind gusts are concerned, we're going to stay with gusty winds out of the northeast till we get to Friday when the winds will shift directions dramatically and push out of the south. Last but not least, temperatures will be at 26, mid-20s, 24 Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, so it's going to feel cold all week long, so bundle up. Tonight, mostly clear and 30 degrees. Tomorrow, an abundance of sunshine, particularly early in 43. 46 for Wednesday with scattered clouds and still going to be cooler than usual for this time of the year with the winds out of the northeast. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling extended forecast. We're not even worried about rain, and we're not even speak of such things till we get to maybe Friday. And Friday's not even enough rain for us to go yellow yet.
Paul, thank you. Take a look at all of these oyster shells. DenRec and the Center for the Inland Bays teamed up in Millsboro. They used over 2,000 recycled oyster shells for what's called coastal restoration. The shells were collected from local restaurants, and they're now part of a project enhancing marsh stability and encouraging new oyster growth. DenRec says the wall and oyster bags will help hold in dredge material while stabilizing the new marsh and developing habitat.
Set your sights on the sea with the latest installment of the Winter Lecture Series by the Delaware Center for the Inland Bays. Happening this Thursday from 5 to 7 p.m., the upcoming session, Get Hooked, exploring fishes in Delaware's estuaries, will feature discussions on shark ecology in local estuaries and the significance of shark fisheries. A local fishing expert is also set to dive into the importance of recreational fisheries in Delaware's coastal communities. This event will take place at the University of Delaware Hugh R. Sharp campus in Lewis.
Coming up, why teens should prioritize sleep and how parents can help. Stay tuned on Coast TV News at 5.
For decades, John B. Parsons has been a sanctuary tailored to the needs of its residents. We are excited to now bring the same award-winning care to your home with Harrison Health at Home. Our family of experienced caregivers can help you maintain your independence in the comfort of your own home. Or, following an incident, our Bridge to Home program can help you with a temporary assisted living stay and personalized transition plan to get you back home. Harrison Senior Living, our family taking care of yours for 50 years.
NBC Nightly News, weeknights at 6:30 on Coast TV.
Ashley's President's Day mattress sale is going on now. Save up to $800 on select Purple adjustable mattress sets, or receive a $699 instant gift with the purchase of any Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress set, plus special financing options at Ashley.
Simplify your kitchen with a pull-out trash can, organized spice rack, or sliding shelves.
At Paul Davis, we designed your kitchen to work with your life.
And Paul Davis won't tear out your kitchen, so you don't have to worry about months of disruption. And you'll save money.
Instead, let us reface your kitchen cabinets in the latest style and color in just 3 days.
Right now, Paul Davis is offering free installation with no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. Call Paul Davis for a free estimate.
We'll come see you as soon as tomorrow or visit our new showroom in Salisbury.
I got the call in the doctor's office with my wife welcoming our daughter. Tell us your daughter's name. We talked about Kendall or Jenny.
Monday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
HGTV Week on The Jennifer Hudson Show with hometowns Ben and Aaron Napier and a demo from Paige Turner.
Tuesday at 2 on Coast TV.
Ashley's President's Day mattress sale is going on now. Save up to $800 on select Purple adjustable mattress sets, or receive a $699 instant gift with the purchase of any Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress set, plus special financing options at Ashley.
You may think your home's crawl space is okay, but chances are it's not. Mold, pests, and rotting beams can all cause problems for your home and for your family. The good news is, your home's crawl space problems can be fixed permanently, so you and your family can rest easy. Because crawl space problems won't get better with time, but they will get better with us.
Call Dry Zone today for your free estimate.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
It's recommended that teenagers should sleep 8 to 10 hours a night, but health experts say many are getting far less than that.
In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has more on how a lack of sleep can have significant impacts on their health and even their development.
It's an important part of everyone's health, but sleep is especially critical for those who are still growing.
A lot of the important functions that they're developing, including executive functioning, decision-making, emotion regulation, impulse control, those skills are all developing during sleep.
The CDC says youth who don't get enough sleep have a higher risk of obesity, diabetes, injuries, poor mental health, and problems with attention and behavior.
It also is that our growth hormone is released during sleep, so our adolescents are literally growing during sleep.
Lisa Meltzer is a pediatric sleep specialist with National Jewish Health. She says for many teens, a big barrier to sleep is social media. Recently, Meta introduced a nighttime nudge on Instagram that encourages teen users to stop scrolling late at night.
This is useful because teens can't turn the nudges off. They can't ignore them, but at least they pop up and give teens a sense that it's getting late and perhaps it's time to wind down, turn the technology off.
Parents also play a role in helping teens prioritize sleep. Meltzer says bedtime routines are important. Have them go to bed and get up at roughly the same times every day, even on weekends. She says not to stay up too late or sleep in more than 2 hours.
Even though it feels like they need that sleep, it's going to set their circadian rhythm off, and that's going to make it harder for them to fall asleep come Sunday night.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Our station company, Draper Media, is hosting a job fair this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Dell Tech in Georgetown. So if you're on the hunt for a job or switching careers, make sure to stop by this weekend. We'll be right back.
It's the President's Day mattress sale at Johnny Janasic, and everything's on sale. Purchase any mattress of $16.99 or more and get a free pillow set, free sheet set, and up to $600 off an adjustable base. For a limited time only at Johnny Janasic.
At first, I used Better Than Bouillon for broth, and then stir fries, sauces, even marinades. And now there's the culinary collection. Italian herb for pasta, smoky chipotle for fajitas. It's like the deliciousness never ends. Make everything better with Better Than Bouillon.
Hefty, hefty, hefty. Whoa. How do they get these things to smell so good? Hefty, hefty. Hefty, hefty, hefty. Must be magic. Hefty Ultra Strong with Fabuloso scent.
Since its sellout in London's West End, the Simon & Garfunkel story is now the world's leading theater show.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
A moving and powerful concert featuring all the hits, such as Scarborough Fair, Homeward Bound, Bridge Over Troubled Water, Mrs. Robinson. The Simon & Garfunkel story is a show not to be missed.
March 18th at the Performing Arts Center. Get your tickets now at ococean.com/pack.
If you're looking for good old-fashioned customer service with a smile and a handshake, come see how we treat you like family at First State Chevrolet in Georgetown.
Save up to $7,500 on this 2024 Silverado.
Save up to $3,300 on this 2024 Equinox.
Sales, service, parts, body shop, and towing, all at one convenient location in Georgetown, 1 mile north of the DMV.
We are First State Chevy in Georgetown, where we put you, the customer, first. Together, let's drive.
Hi, I'm Richie with AC Plant and Turf. Your landscape is a great investment and it deserves the best in care. Our staff of certified arborists, plant scientists, and certified turf applicators have the ability and know-how to diagnose and treat any tree, shrub, or plant in your landscape. We harness the latest in plant, tree, and turf science to maintain the health and vitality of your landscape. For safe, sustainable solutions, request a quote today at acplantandturf.com.
It's the President's Day mattress sale at Johnny Janasic, and everything's on sale. Purchase any mattress of $16.99 or more and get a free pillow set, free sheet set, and up to $600 off an adjustable base. For a limited time only at Johnny Janasic.
Our gutter helmet camera is showing us that it stays clear. We'll drop to 36 degrees by the evening time. High pressure and control of our weather so we stay clear. Here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. A little bit of rain by Friday.
Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news, for more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great night.